Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you are watching the post market show. And today's market, as expected, there was a huge gap up in the markets, and there were multiple reasons for this. One is the US markets ending firmly in the green. The next reason is Reliance Industries moving up by almost 4% because the government has cut down on the taxes. They had imposed the windfall taxes, if you remember, almost 2 weeks back on 1st of July, and that made the Reliance Industries fall by 7%. But today morning, the news came that the government is planning to withdraw those taxes. So that is why the Reliance moved up almost 4%. But then towards the end, there was some profit booking, and Reliance came down slightly. So this was the second reason, and third reason is Netflix announcing a very good results, and it is up almost 15% in just 2 days, and that is taking the Nasdaq index up in the US markets, and that is why the IT index in Indian markets is also very strong. It is up almost 3% today. So these are the factors that is attributed to the huge up move in the markets. So let us start with the Nifty analysis for the day. So let us open up the chart for Nifty. We have Nifty has moved up almost 1.1% today. So you can see it opened with a huge gap up at almost 15,560, and then there was a sharp fall in the market because this was expected, because people who are carrying positions from 16,000 levels, they would have liked to book their profits because a major psychological number of 16,500 was crossed. So that is why there was a profit booking in the first 15 minutes, but then the market started to recover, and in fact it broke the day's high. It made a new high at 16,588. From there was a sharp down move in the market, and then the markets came very close, and it even broke 16,500, and it ended at 16,495. But on a closing basis, we are seeing Nifty as closed at 16,520, which is 1.1% up, or which translates to 180 points up in Nifty. Then coming to Bank Nifty, a similar thing, but Bank Nifty, it opened at a very important level, 36,000 and above, and it traded for the most of the day above 36,000 levels, but there was a sharp down move in the second half after 2 p.m. and the markets came down, and 35,890 is where the Bank Nifty has closed for the day, but on a closing basis we are seeing 35,972 is shown. So Bank Nifty is up 0.7%, or roughly about 251 points. Coming to other indices, we have the Nifty mid caps, which did not do so well, 0.19% up, and Nifty small cap up by 0.6%. Coming to sectoral indices, we have the Nifty FMCG index moving up 1.13% because Hindustan Unilever came up with good results, so that is why the FMCG index is up. Nifty IT, we talked about it in the introduction, so 3% up. You can see it has recovered sharply from where it closed on 15th of July, and then from Monday onwards you can see that it is only moving one way. So definitely IT is looking very bullish right now. So at least on a if I open up the daily chart, you can see a huge gap up happening in IT index, and then it moved up. So around this level a resistance can come because there's a gap to be filled over here, so definitely watch out for these levels in Nifty IT. Apart from that, the Nifty metal index moved up 1.12%, and three sectors ended in the red, which is Nifty auto down by 0.22%, Nifty media and Nifty reality, both of them are slightly down. Coming to some stock specific news, Reliance Industries, we have discussed this, that you can see the huge red candle forming on 1st of July, but then today, since the government has decided to withdraw the taxes, we can see a huge up move, but Reliance, it was sold into, but still it is up 2.7%. ONGC also a crude oil manufacturer, so that is why we are seeing ONGC is also up 3.6%. Coming to stocks, we have Infosys, TCS all contributing to the Nifty. TCS up by 2.9%, Infosys up by 2.1%. Then Hindustan Unilever, we talked about the results coming up. It came out yesterday at almost 11% profit year on year. That is a very good result. So that is why Hindustan Unilever moved up 1.4%. SBI looking very strong. You can enter SBI at these levels. We can expect a target of around at least 518 to 520 levels. So today's day can be considered as a stop loss. So SBI looking very strong. Netflix in the US, you can see the up move in Netflix with huge volume as well. So if you measure the last 2 days movement from the last day's high to today's last day's low to today's high is almost 14.9 percentage up Netflix. So Netflix is the one which is which is picking up the Nasdaq index upwards. So Netflix in the US is doing really well. Netflix, if you remember the last quarter results when it was announced, it fell almost 25% on a single day, and then it kept moving down. So this is the huge gap you can see from $330. It directly opened at around $245, and then it continued to move down. And if you look at the magnitude of the fall, it was almost down close to how much? Almost 50% down, we can see, and then it is trying to recover from those levels. So that is good to see. A W bottom is also being formed over here. So if this high is broken, we can expect further up move in Netflix. Coming to Vedanta, Vedanta is a very good stock if you are into long-term investment and prefer high dividend paying stocks. So Vedanta is definitely should be one of them in top of your list. Vedanta is up 6.05%, and it is also coming under the category of the oil refinery category. So that is why it is also sharing the bullishness along with Reliance and ONGC. So Vedanta is very, very strong today. So that is good to see. Now coming to FII DII buying activity and selling activity. FIIs have bought again for the consecutive third day. 1780 crore is what they have bought. So that is definitely good to see. After many months, we can say that FIIs have bought for 3 consecutive days, and each day they have bought more than the previous day. That is good to see. DIIs have sold today for 230 crores. Again, nothing major over there. Index movers, Reliance, Infosys, TCS. These are the top contributor to Nifty. And also we have HDFC Bank, SBI, and Hindustan Unilever. On the downside, it was M&M not doing very well today, and Kotak Bank also doing poorly today. So they are the ones which dragged Nifty significantly today. Coming to the global markets, let us start with the German market. So so it's DAX. So let us open up the German markets. Yes, this is it. So German markets, we can see that it ended around 0.2% in the red. So that is down by almost 26 points. So nothing major happening over there. German markets, you can see it opened with a gap up, but then it fell, but then there was a sharp recovery, but again it fell. So no, not that, sorry, on 20th, yes, today's 20th. So from here it opened with a gap up, then it fell, and again it there was a recovery from there, but again that was sold into over here, and then the markets finally managed to end almost flat. French index almost similar, 0.27% down. UK markets, this is the UK futures, it is not looking strong, it is actually falling 1.12% down. Coming to US markets, Nasdaq is still looking very, very bullish. Nasdaq, you can see it opened with a gap up today. No, not that, sorry, 20th, yeah. It opened with a almost flat, then it tried to move up continuously, and then there was some profit booking happening. Now Nasdaq is still up 1.28%. As S&P 500, we can see it has opened around this level. This level, and from there it shot up, but then there was a profit booking, and now it is coming down. It is down almost quite a bit, but still it is trading in the green, 0.18%, and Dow Jones is already trading in the red, so not looking good. So US markets, we are seeing slight profit booking to consolidation happening, and this is normal again, because when the markets have moved up so much in the last few days, it can consolidate a bit and then resume its movement on either side. So US VIX coming down today, 1.1% down. US VIX, India VIX fell almost 2% today, down to 16.8. So this has been, I think, in the month of January, it was the last time the VIX was somewhere around here. Yes, around 12th, 11th January, that is the time when India VIX was at this level. So you can imagine the volatility coming down in the markets. The option premiums are very, very less everywhere in the market. So definitely any also we are not seeing the markets making big violent moves. Whatever move is happening is either by gap up or gap down, but intraday basis the moves have been reduced considerably. But tomorrow is the expiry day, we have to be ready for anything. So that's there. Coming to crude oil prices, we see crude oil prices is at $100 per barrel, down by 3.3%. So crude oil is fine, we can say. Nothing major happening. Dollar index has slightly gained strength today, 107, and USD/INR is at 79.95. So also nothing happening over there in USD/INR as well. Now coming for tomorrow's expiry, we see the put call ratio is favorable for Nifty. It is still bullish. So if you remember, every day since Monday when the markets opened above 16,000 at the highest put build up. Tuesday 16,300 markets were there. There was the highest put build up, and today 16,500 is where the market closed, and 16,500 has added huge amount of put build up. So 16,500 definitely looking a good level for the expiry, but on the upside we see 16,600 having good amount of Y as well, and on the downside 16,200 is also a good level to watch out for. So definitely we are not expecting much movement. People would like to square off their position and shift their risk on the upside, so that can propel the markets even higher. Coming to Bank Nifty today looks bearish because it broke the 36,000 levels. It could not sustain at that level. It came down. So we see good amount of call build up right from 36,100, 200, 300, 400. So at 36,100 and above, we see good amount of call selling happening. And on the put side, we are seeing today good amount of put build up happening at 36,000. Apart from that, 35,500 and 35,000 having good amount of put build up. Coming to price action levels in Nifty, let's open the 15-minute chart, and yes, so definitely the markets have a very big gap to fill. So in case the markets open flat and it continues to trade downward, definitely Nifty can take the first support at 16,400 levels, and if that is broken, 16,358 is where the gap needs to be filled, and then there can be a sharp recovery from these levels. So please watch out for these levels because markets have not turned bearish entirely. So definitely that is to be watched out for. And if the markets are moving higher, today's high of 16,588 is definitely to be watched out for, and if that is broken, 16,630 can be the level for tomorrow on the upside. Coming to Bank Nifty, definitely 36,000 could not sustain. It dragged lower. So if markets open flat and continue to come lower, you can expect the markets to come and touch yesterday's high of 35,730 levels, and from there, if there is a recovery, then the markets can move up, and on the upside we can definitely watch out for today's high, that is 36,182 on Bank Nifty. So that is going to act as a strong resistance level for Bank Nifty on the upside. So these are the levels you can watch out for tomorrow's trade, and I think we have covered most of the points. Let us see where the US markets close today, because that is going to be important. If the US markets end in the red, then we can expect a slight gap down tomorrow, and that can induce a lot of profit booking in the market, and markets can come lower. But if the US markets are flat, then we can expect our markets to remain flat as well, because we have moved significantly in the last 3 days. So on Monday, the low was around 15,920. From there, it is almost up to 15,580 is today's high. So that is almost 600 points up move in the markets. So that is a very strong rally and a very fast moving. It moved significantly in the just matter of 3 days. So definitely there can be a pause in the market. So definitely watch out for the consolidation period, because if the market consolidate a bit, then if it moves up, that would be more sustainable than it moving only one way. So definitely watch out for all those things. Everything will be discussed in tomorrow morning's pre-market show at 8:30 a.m. Until then, have a good night and thank you for watching.